Hello and welcome to the Graphic Manual, Manual 4 of the Excel Master Series. In this manual, you'll learn exactly how to create interactive graphs and solve problems in all of the major distributions and do it all in Excel. We go through step by step how to do it. Let's take a look at what's inside the manual. Here's the table of contents. Scrolling down and seeing all the different distributions that you'll be able to create graphs of and solve problems in Excel. And if you want to go to any of those sections, just click on the section and you're taken right there. For example, suppose that you wanted to learn how to create a graph of the normal distribution's probability density function. Just click on that section and you're taken right to that section of the ebook. Here's page 1 of the normal distribution probability density function. And that's the interactive graph that we'll show you how to create. Those are the two parameters. And as we walk you through it, we'll show you how to create that, how to create the X and Y data for the graphs, how to create the graphs, step by step. And the best thing about this e-manual is, you see that rectangle with the red text? That's a link to a video, streaming video that will give you a 5-minute lesson on how to do it. Let's take a look at this video for the normal distribution's probability density function. We start each video by showing the interactivity. We vary the parameters and watch that interactivity reflected in the graph. In this case, we're varying the mean and the standard deviation. This is what you'll be able to create. We go through this step by step, slowly and clearly, and I'm doing this and narrating it right on the video. These are excerpts out of the video. We zoom in, show you how to create the graph, each step, and you'll be able to create what you just saw. And we show you a lot of tricks in Excel to make your graphs look really professional that you might not know about. Easy to follow. You'll be able to make this the first time you see it. So I go through it very slowly and I narrate it very clearly. Here's the video for the second section, creating a graph of the normal distribution's cumulative distribution function. And as we start each graph, we vary the parameters, the mean and standard deviation, and watch those changes reflected in the graph. We do this for every one of our videos to show you what you'll be able to create. These are little 5-minute videos. Here's the next section. Suppose you had to graph, for example, the outer 2% tails of the normal distribution's probability density function. We'll show you how to do that. And as we always do, we're varying the parameters, in this case the mean and standard deviation, showing those changes reflected in the graph. This is what you'll be able to create. There are a lot of tricks to creating this graph. We'll show you how to do it. You don't need expensive software to create graphs like this. If you have just a basic knowledge of Excel, you'll be able to do this and follow right along. I go through slowly and carefully, and each one of these videos is about 5 minutes long, step by step, and you'll be able to create that. Here's the video for the next section, creating the chi-square distribution's probability density function, varying the one parameter. That would be the degrees of freedom. Chi-square distribution is kind of interesting. It resembles a wave moving from left to right. And one thing about the chi-square distribution, Excel does not have a formula. It has to be built up, and we do that in this video. It's a very complicated formula. We'll show you exactly how it works. And here's the video for the next section, the Weibull distributions, PDF and CDF. We're just varying the two parameters, alpha and beta, the shape and scale parameters, and watching those changes. T-distribution. There are 3 different parameters here. We're varying those. And the t-distribution is another distribution we had to build out the formula. Excel's formula produces an incorrect result, and we had to build out the formula from scratch. Very long, complicated formula. We'll show you exactly how to do that step by step. We zoom right in and show you each of the cells and what's in there. And here's a process of verifying the inputs, making sure that your inputs for each cell are correct. We'll show you how to do that for each one of your distributions. These are just bits and pieces out of each one. And here's the video for the next section, creating the binomial distribution's probability density function. And we're varying the 2 parameters, number of trials and probability of success on each trial, and watching that curve move. You learn a lot about these distributions by creating the graph and varying the parameters. You'll be much more expert by doing this. Here's the exponential distribution, PDF, CDF. Has only one parameter, lambda. We're varying that and watching those changes reflected. This is what you'll be able to build. Here's a hypergeometric distribution. 3 different parameters. And as I said, each one of these videos is about 5 minutes long, very clear, easy to understand. You'll be an Excel statistical master if you do this. These are the most popular distributions in Excel. We don't mess around with any irrelevant theory. It's just step-by-step problem-solving instructions. We don't waste your time. These are little bite-sized videos. Here's a video for the Poisson distribution probability density function graph. Similar to the chi-squared, it resembles a wave rolling from left to right as you vary that one parameter, the mean. You'll be able to make this. The book is divided in two halves. One half is the graphs. The other half right here is how to use those distributions to solve problems in Excel. Here's the first section, the multinomial distribution. We're scrolling down. We go through the distribution, and then we go through a problem. And as with the graphing sections, we have a video for each one of our sections. The red text, let's take a look at the video for the multinomial distribution. And you don't even have to read the manual. I go through it narrating step by step what is the distribution. We go through a problem. We go through the formulas and what they actually mean in real life, and then how to write them out in Excel. So you'll be able to solve these problems in Excel. I do it slowly and clearly and simply right in front of you. And in this case, the multinomial distribution has a number of different cases. We go through each one of those. What are the formulas? And what is the Excel that you need to know to solve those problems? Okay, next section, the hypergeometric distribution. Let's take a look at that video. Here we're solving a problem. We're right in the middle of the video, and here's a piece solving the problem in the hypergeometric distribution, showing how to solve it in Excel. And when we solve each problem, we verify it by going to our graph we just created, putting the cursor on the appropriate section, touching the graph at the appropriate section to confirm our answer. Yes, we have created the correct result. Here's the Poisson distribution. Same thing. Start with the book section. If you would like to read the book section, you can. If not, you can go right to the video. Everything's in the video. In each video, I go through each of the sections, and we have a problem. Right here is the Poisson distribution problem, solving it in Excel, all the different formulas in Excel. And we zoom in on each of the formulas so you can see exactly what's in each cell, and then we confirm the answer by going to our graph we created, putting the cursor in the right spot. Yes, we have the right answer. Matches our calculated answer. Here's the uniform distribution. Same thing. Book section and an attached video. Exponential distribution. Same thing. Next section is the gamma distribution. We have the book section and the attached video. Same thing. Let's take a look at the next section's video, the beta distribution. And we're right in the middle of solving a problem with the beta distribution in Excel, just going through it, showing how to do it in Excel step by step. Here's the Weibull distribution. And finally, the F distribution. Here's some high-level MBA stuff. We're dealing with p-values, F statistics, analysis of variance. Let's take a look at that video attached there. You don't have to read it. I go through the F distribution very carefully. You'll understand what it all means. And we do a problem in the F distribution. Most F distribution problems involve ANOVA, analysis of variance. Excel has an excellent ANOVA function. We show how to use that to solve the problem, and we show how to interpret the results. I go through it and I use color coding, narrating each of the colors, so you'll have a very clear idea of what you're looking at, and you'll be able to understand this answer very clearly as to why it is the correct answer. So if you would like to be an Excel statistical master and understand how to create graphs and solve problems in all of the most popular distributions in Excel, this is the manual for you. It's very reasonably priced. And if you would like to be an Excel statistical master, pick up a copy of the graphing manual today. Thank you very much. Goodbye.